nothing yet.
There was a switch on it. We could
just unplug it from over there.
It's one big ass long cord.
Brother.
Yeah. No, that's the one I just unplugged.
It's gotta be this one. Yeah.
That's the one I just unplugged. My bad.
You unplug? Which one did you just unplug?
That one your own.
This one?
Alright, try that now.
God damn, brother.
You did a good job today, man. You did a great job today.
No more stouts for you.
No.
Tell him to move his leg.
Like, Black, why don't you tuck your legs in, man? You blocking all the heat.
I don't like what I'm hearing.
We ain't
God damn.
I don't like what I'm hearing.
Right
I gotta
there.
edit all this out.
Look, first of all, this is SquadKast. We got nothing to be afraid of. We got nothing to hide from the people.
Nothing.
With that,
Bowlers.
welcome to yet another episode
Another one.
of SquadKast TV.
Another one.
Welcome back, everyone.
Another one.
Weekly tapping. Let's begin.
We got the whole gang in here too. Shout out Brother Black for stepping in.
Welcome
What we
back.
got going on here? Hello.
It ain't started yet.
Oh, that started yet. Okay.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Junkyard Gang. Shout out to everybody with the movement. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the subscribers and all that other good stuff.
Thank you.
Hit the like button. Thank you so much.
I want to say real quick, check out the latest Wolf on Wall Street. Check out the latest
Appreciate it.
Sessions with Chefin. Episode 2 just dropped. And also get a chance, hop over to Junkyard Gang.
Oh, hold
new
on.
episode dropping. We just dropped the Valentine's Day
Right,
episode.
so I'm saying, yeah. Just dropped the Valentine's Day.
Best episode title so far.
Okay.
It has been dubbed the Bump Guts Day. Right? Check out that episode, Bump Guts Day.
Right, check that joint
Hashtag
out.
Happy Valentine's.
Check out the joint that I did on the debate of the N-word.
Mm-hmm.
That's out on there.
That's right. We got the
Black History Month shit. And then also check out the new one that I'm about to drop. Should we call ourselves Africans?
Boom. Why I have that same conversation actually with myself, but reading out loud though at the crib a few days ago. I was like, wait a minute, this don't make no sense.
It was
Based off some of our
interesting for sure.
All right, well, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, how we doing, folks? What's going on?
Doing good.
What's been happening? Black.
Right.
Welcome back, brother. Welcome back. You've graced us.
You know,
You've graced
back
us.
in a place to be.
I appreciate
Happy
it.
to be here, you know.
Hey, real quick, brother DJ.
Yeah.
Is the green light on that mic? Man, let me check.
Ain't shit been.
Yeah, it's on. I can see it.
Man,
Brother, I can see it.
You can see it?
Brother, I can see it.
You lying. The green light back here behind it. What green light you talking about?
Hey, there's a green light in front of the John, bro.
The John.
There's a green light in front of it?
Something I can see that little. It's a little
He's
something.
delusional right now.
You crazy. We ain't editing none of this out.
Okay. Well, that's fine with
So
me.
it's not getting no sound?
What you?
No, she just,
And I'm asking you, bro.
Oh, she doing okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just double check.
Oh my
We're
God.
good.
Shout out to the Born Ass Winter Olympics. I appreciate all y'all.
So yeah, Black.
Except for you drug users.
Yeah, you drug
That
users
wasn't
and
marijuana.
Wait, what? What's going on?
We'll get to that.
Oh, okay. Well, Black, no, welcome back, brother. What you been on, man?
Watching the news, working, and
Right.
you
Kim
know,
Reynolds.
the usual.
Got the new gig. How's that
Kim
been?
Reynolds.
Who did you say?
Kim Reynolds shit.
You want to bring her up? What?
His
Well, that's what we
Boo
last.
Nolly.
That's what we
His Boo
last.
Nolly.
That's all the crooked shit she been trying to get away with lately.
Your girl, you probably
y'all
telling her the
see it?
secrets.
All that money just trying to Ponzi scheme and get away with. Not to mention.
One way or the other, huh?
Yeah, I ain't gonna get started, but yeah, I'm gonna get started.
He's
How's
back.
how's the new gig working out?
Oh, it's going, brother. It's going.
Working hard?
Trying.
Yeah, man.
Working hard or working hard at hardly
We're
working?
debating if
No,
that's what I'm doing.
this ain't the man's job as you do. You know, we actually got to do real work.
A few months out the office. Couple months away from the computer.
Couldn't wait.
Wait a minute. He only been on the job 30 days. He's only been on the job 30 days. But every other job he's had, he's been sitting on his ass.
Right.
So now he want to talk bad. And
damn
brother,
right.
I use more brain power than you use physical power in 1 minute, brother. And that's a fact.
Sure.
That's a fact.
No, because I got like 35 passwords, bro. How about that? 35, okay? It's
Welcome to the
ridiculous.
SquadKast
I do got
podcast.
like
We
30
live
passwords,
over
too.
here.
I can't believe this brother tried to clown me like he wasn't at the same job. doing the same
That's
shit.
wild.
So
away
yeah,
from that.
Fuck you talking about?
I'm away from them
I
now.
don't give a damn, brother. Don't forget where you come from.
Changed, Tom. You've
I
seen the
know what
light.
part of the time full of
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
Gotta
All
come
right.
to the light.
All right.
I did.
He working
getting
too.
money.
I don't need to be doing no physical labor. I'm good. If I'm gonna do physical labor, I'm gonna work out. I ain't working in nobody's warehouse.
So you've been, as you briefly touched on there, you've been watching any of the Olympics.
I did
terrible.
catch a little bit.
It's terrible.
I've barely been watching any of it.
Only thing
As soon as I
interesting
saw
is the
Shaun
doping
White
scandal.
didn't get the gold, I was like, well, you know, I don't know what we're watching anymore.
Shaun White didn't get the
He didn't
gold?
get the gold. He flopped out, man, unfortunately.
I did see the one skier who didn't register to win a medal at all because she had like 3 or 4 did not complete or some shit like that, even though she had medaled the Olympics before. So that was terrible. And then, you know, they got the doping scandal with the Ukrainian skater.
Right. You know, this is actually the lowest watched Olympics since like the 1980s or something.
Well,
like that.
I mean, there's a lot of contributing factors. Why?
Most people don't really care about the Olympics right now in the world going to shit full of COVID
That's
and
a
broke as hell.
fact. That's
You
a
know?
fact. That's
And
a
the
fact.
Olympics, if anything, represented corruption to the fullest, man. You know, what does it take to pull off Olympics in any country, any given cycle that comes through?
White skin.
All the money, the pay off everybody and
Reflection
take
for
advantage
protection.
of cheap labor and build shit that no one's gonna use after the fact. So it's all a big, clusterfuck if we want to be real about it. But
That's a fact.
it's always fun to see one of our locals bring home the gold. All right, I'm always like, yeah, but we did get that gold medal.
What are y'all's most interesting Winter Olympic sport that y'all like to watch or like? Damn, I never knew that even had that.
Well, my favorite one has always been curling.
Yeah,
It seems like the
that's one of
most,
the top ones.
like
One of
the
top ones.
most
The
useless
Olympics?
sport
Winter
and like
Olympics like
one I could
bobsled.
compete in.
Does that count for like the puppy bowl or anything?
No, I'm talking about luge, bobsledding, downhill skiing.
I don't like sports. I don't watch sports. I'm
Okay,
not
so you
into
don't watch the
sports.
Winter
I don't
Olympics?
do
Okay,
None of that.
but
until-
you know about figure skating and all that shit though.
Yeah.
Okay, well they got that too.
And which I could be less interested in figure skating.
Yeah, I ain't trying to watch no Brian Boitanos and nothing like that.
Yeah, I never did really understand.
Yo, I don't
figure
I
understand
skating.
like the
the
playoffs
costume.
and the Super Bowl and all that stuff, but I don't pick a team.
Like the female figure skaters, I get it.
Eat the food.
But the guys, like, why do y'all gotta wear that?
First of all, that's sexist. I don't even know why you would say it like that. Okay, clarify your statement. Or are
I'm
you
just
saying you're
saying.
taking the sexist route on that?
No, I'm not
It's
taking the
a
second
thing.
route. I'm asking a question. I'm
I
saying
sound like
like
you were stating that.
no, I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question.
Okay.
Like the women, I get, the
We call that a
glitz
save.
and the
ladies
glamour and all. I know what I'm saying.
They taps on the left
they
side.
wear
Hit that 30 second.
the glitz, the glitter, the glamour, and shiny shit. You know what I'm saying? I get all that, but
Because women and finish the rest.
what do you mean?
They try to speak for you. Finish.
Don't speak. I don't need nobody to speak.
What's the question?
The question
Women
is,
versus men.
I'm not good to women
Oh,
versus
now
men.
it's now okay.
I'm asking the question as far as do men get a different option of costume or do they have to wear that? Because traditionally in skating, pairs, figure skating, they always wear them costumes
Man,
and
you
shit
can
like
wear
that.
cut off booty jeans shorts figure skate. No,
You can?
You can wear that. You can wear a damn
I don't
costume.
know. I'm just saying they all wear the same stuff.
Nah,
No,
you might get
she's a
points.
skateboard.
There might be some instances where there's points on style. I bet there's probably like local competition. Like, but did you see the glitter? Give him a point. Give him home sequence the shit out of those pants. But leading up to, leading to the Olympics, come on, that cat's got to be least of their.
I'm just saying, so when you're going through your costume wardrobe, like, yeah, I want to wear, the rhinestone cowboy John. Like, or can you, or
I
like,
think the better question
does
is,
your coach pick that out,
the
or do
better
you
question
have,
is,
do
if
you have the
you
option?
were a figure skater.
No,
No, let me finish. If you were a figure skater, how much sequence would you go with?
Brother DJ.
I wouldn't go with none of that.
Okay, so
brother.
I told you, it's the cut off booty shorts.
Oh, God.
Alright? So look forward to that.
That's why
Alright?
That's why I don't watch.
Dreads up in a bun.
I can't deal with it right
Maybe
now.
two
I can't deal with it right now. No.
One big ponytail.
Nah,
Killing it. Bringing on the goat.
We don't
Alright?
do that. We don't even do that. I can't even ice skate, bro. So
No, I mean neither. I don't know that I'm really interested in it. I'd rather walk across it.
I mean, I guess I want to say I want to do it on some bucket list shit. Just say I did it. You know what I'm saying? I want to go, oh yeah, I ain't never ice skated before.
I think I'm gonna break my neck. I'm scared.
Are you ever been ice skating, Black?
Never.
Wow. You ever been skiing? Anybody ever been skiing?
No, I never did that.
Okay, I do went skiing.
I always wanted to snowboard. I always wanted to snowboard.
Okay.
I always wanted to, never did though.
There's avalanches, bears, and stuff like that.
You gotta try at least once.
When I was a kid,
You ain't
I went
even
skiing
been
up in the beach.
ice skating. What you talking
And it was the worst.
I'm gonna go to
I went trying to go down the
Brinkley. We going.
I tried to go down
Yeah.
the bunny hill and I flopped like 5-6 times. Like, well, this is enough. I'm not gonna do this anymore.
Well, come to the show then.
And I just stayed inside the lodge and ate concession food and played video games for 2 days. So
That's crazy.
this skiing's not for me.
Yeah.
Cross country makes way more sense than ever getting on the hill with ski. That seems like the dumbest thing to do.
Bro, once I mean, for me, when I see them skiers go down like that, bro, like they go down, I be like, man,
Right.
I don't know if they gonna make it, bro, because it looks bad. You know what I'm saying? Or the snowboarders or whatever. Like that shit look like it's you know, but they pop right back up. You know, it might be a little drizzle
Most of the time.
but the next day, I'm pretty sure they be hurting. Like,
I mean, shit.
No.
And dealing with avalanches and shit. Hey man, you look, you know, I love the outdoors, but snow. Now that doesn't seem very reasonable at all.
Anyway,
Makes no
anywho,
sense.
subscribe to the channel, please.
yeah, subscribe to the channel.
Notification.
But yeah, shout out to the Winter Olympics. But
How you been?
I'm good, man.
Well,
I
not
seen-
only Olympics, but the Super Bowl just ran through too.
Yeah, shout out to Super Bowl. I won me
Shout
some.
out.
No, I didn't win no money because the fucking Rams didn't cover the fucking spread, so I was kind of mad about that.
We
But
almost got 40 bands, y'all.
shout out the Rams and OBJ
We only
did his
missed
first Super Bowl.
one.
A $5 bet could
I
have
will say
changed
that.
my
For real.
It wasn't one of them. Trust me, it wasn't one of them. Definitely
Okay.
wasn't
Are
one
y'all
of
on the FanDuel sites or anything like
them. Yeah,
that?
definitely on FanDuel for sure.
I don't do none of that.
No, man.
You don't do no game?
I'm not a
No
gambler.
gambling? No
Yeah,
sports?
best time
Oh, that's right. You don't watch sports.
I don't watch
But I thought.
He don't either,
Yeah.
but he did do the Super Bowl.
Oh,
And
okay.
he was off by 1. We couldn't.
Yeah, we lost by 1 point. The spread was 4, and they won by 3. The Mafia won. We lost.
Right.
That's how it goes. They got paid. We lost.
That's why I'm gonna
That's
talk
a fact.
like that. I like my money. I like every penny, every drop, every dime.
But I do want to bring something. I know we've been laughing and joking and all that good stuff, but I do want to bring something to the table. I don't know if y'all are aware of this. I'm pretty sure y'all are. But how many of you guys on the panel seen or heard the most recent incident with the police and those of us in the community where they, now I want to say they beat up the young brother, but you know, they tackled him, you know, put the knee in his back, and he's a teenager, he's like 14, 15, he got into a fight with a white kid at the mall in New Jersey. And the white kid was, you know, from everybody that was there said he was the instigator of the whole thing.
Right.
And
And the whole video plays, and even if you don't know who starts, it's a couple of kids fighting.
Right.
And unfortunately,
And
the
they-
cops came right over.
Right into the black kid,
right
the
into
young
the
brother.
black kid like assholes and put him in cuffs.
Put him in
nonetheless.
cuffs, had
Wrestle
the
him
knee
to
in
the
his
ground.
back.
Some damn
Last
kids
thing I
fighting.
seen, which actually was still bad but a good thing, but it was this black guy he was on the ground by a white officer, but the white officer was being a dickhead. So there was a black officer that came and was like, basically like, get the fuck up off of him.
I wish that
You
would
know what I'm
happen with
saying?
this
What are you
brother.
doing? And as he was walking past him, the white officer muffed him. And the black, I don't know if he was sergeant, king, sheriff, I don't know, salute to you. What he was like, put this motherfucker in cuffs. So they arrested
Was
his
that the
ass.
one in Harvey?
I don't know where it was. I
That
just
was in
watched
Harvey.
things, okay?
He punched his ass, and that's
He
why
did
he locked
something,
his ass
but
up.
they was like, yeah,
That was
put him
down
in
in
cuffs.
Harvey. That was down
They
in
took
Harvey.
that
See that
officer
one.
right then and there. Nobody camera needed.
Yeah, he decked his ass.
Oh, I did
His
see
ass.
that. That's
He punched
that
the
did.
shit out, buddy.
Yeah, he did. That was
He
wrong
did something
too.
he wasn't supposed to do, which
Yeah.
is
He
was in
assault.
cuffs. Yeah.
Assault. Let me get
But
$5
they had this young brother down, and they sat the little white kid on the couch who he was fighting, just let him just sit there. And every interview or everything I seen on the news said that all of the kids that were there and everybody that was involved with it was in disbelief how they did him, when everybody, even the kid who was involved, knew that he was wrong and was the instigator.
Right.
That's just crazy.
Don't care.
Well, I don't want to say it crazy because I mean it's been going on since time immemorial.
Right, typical.
But,
you know, unfortunately.
this kid's like 14, 15, man. Just
And
had his first
that's really the
traumatic
disturbing part
experience.
is how many just how rough cops are with kids, man. Just
Anybody.
kids. And
the elderly,
there's plenty
too.
of people who always look older than they really are, but almost every time there's some damn kid who's obviously a kid getting straight up beat the fuck up by a cop.
Bro, I seen the cop drag an
It's
old
fucking
woman out of her
disgusting.
car. I mean, that was something that happened not too long ago. Dragged this and like broke her collarbone. One of our
At
elders.
this point, I think it's just in the contract. Here, in about once you get 6 months into a year, start fucking them up.
Yeah.
We're gonna protect you.
You in the
If you
brotherhood
slip
now.
up and we can't cover your tracks, you on ministerial leave.
You in the brotherhood now.
But there's something in that contract. We
gotta
gotta
do
get a couple
something.
niggas. We gotta get doubled up. But
Well, what else is going on there? Godmother, what you been up to?
nothing.
Nothing?
Just working.
Yeah, she been up to doing something. She doing something.
I'm trying to gather all my thoughts together and get my stuff really together, because you know how that little meme you see and it's the new year and it's like, okay, 2023 is my year. 2023 is my year.
Okay.
Rough,
I mean,
rough start, not bad, anything like
You
that.
ended 2021 on a good note though. So I mean, you bringing in
But
2022.
I'm trying to get all my ducks in a row, but
Yeah.
I'm coming. Bringing the
There we go.
podcast back. The YouTube back.
Okay.
Gonna get started on the podcast. I just need the sun to shine, something like that. But
We getting close.
Yeah.
close
Summer,
enough.
winter's sputtering out quickly. You know, that little bit of snow that came through really had my hopes up for a while. This is gonna be a hell of a winter, but you know,
Well, don't slip.
a couple of 50-degree
The
days of dash.
the
my
girls'
hopes.
state basketball tournament and all that's gonna be coming up, and we always get shitty weather
That's
around
true.
that time. And
That's
the
a
wrestling
terrible time to
tournament.
be downtown.
And then are we
What's
gonna have the
wrestling
Drake
right now?
relays? Is that
When
gonna
they
happen? I'm
cancel
not
that
talking about
shit?
no events. I'm talking about the actual races.
They should.
They should. Okay. All right.
I think everybody worked around that. Like, oh, they over there running and stuff. There's money.
I guess that'll be the time all the food trucks come back. 'Cause I ain't seen a lot of them. I ain't seen a Polish King. We know what the
haven't
fries
seen
is out of
one.
commission.
We
What happened to the waffle dude?
Willie's Waffles?
Willie's Waffles.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Nah, he's.
I'm
I
sure
don't
it's
think
probably
he's
still out
doing
there.
it
He
no
might,
more.
he a entrepreneur, got everything like
He's doing the moving.
jack all trades, trying to do
Okay.
everything.
I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I thought he had a good thing going with the waffle and the
I think
food
it's
truck.
still going, but I
Maybe
ain't-
just
I don't
seasonal.
know.
Maybe a lot of these guys could be just seasonal.
Good.
I mean, I get that.
All right, it's a little tough
I
to do
seen,
the food truck in the winter.
Well,
Shit, the
what the
taco trucks
fries-
is going
what the
24
fries
hell
are.
year round.
Years
They
ago.
Yeah,
They was gonna be coming back. I
Yeah.
still haven't had what the fries yet.
Well, what the
I'm
fries
ready.
ain't coming back. No, I'm telling you.
Oh no, they're not.
They're done.
Oh wow.
From what I was told,
I'm live, so
there was issues with the fryer that they just couldn't really.
I just see posted they was working things out.
Well, I don't know. G-Ball been cutting hair and doing all the other shit other than what the fries.
Well, I know that, but he had made a post, I would say,
So they
maybe
still
like a week
working
or
on
so
that,
ago.
though.
Oh,
but
okay.
They said something was in the work because some stuff.
I hope
happened,
so, because I
but-
never got a chance to get them. You know, try them out.
Me either.
I would love to.
Man,
Huh.
y'all better bring them back. Better bring them back. But anyway, today's topic, we a little off topic, but anyway, we on topic.
Every topic is a topic.
Topic today is friend.
Yeah.
Should I say friend?
Friends.
Friend, friendship, friend.
How many of us? Stop it. We don't have the rights. Stop that.
We don't
We're
want the
gonna
copyright.
copyrights to those
Shout out
words.
Biz Marquito. Don't
live
shut us
people get
down.
cut.
Don't shut us down.
So I chose today's topic being that sometimes we think we have a friend, don't know if it's a friend, and we're a little confused on what a friend is.
That's a fact.
And sometimes we try to, see, what the fries is coming in March.
Okay, there we go.
So I'm like, hold on, wait,
That's what's
I
up,
think
brother.
I see something.
Thank you.
But
We need that.
I'ma ask Brother DJ, what is your definition, your opinion on what a good friend is, or what you expect out of a friend?
I would say a good friend, or my expectations of a friend, would be someone that has your best interests at heart.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? That
want to see you do well and prosper, but also at the same time can let you know when you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? And it don't have to be in a crazy way. You know what I'm saying? They can, you know,
accountability, right?
Yeah, you know, all that other good stuff. Definitely. I mean, you know, if I'm in a tight spot or something like that, you know what I'm saying, and I could call this person, you know, dependable. You know what I'm saying? Because I would definitely look out for my friends the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I'm asking or expecting whatever kind of treatment, or I'm definitely going to reciprocate the same. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only right. It's not a one-way street. But you know what I'm saying? As far as friends, I'd probably say I got a handful of them. I got a lot of associates though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people I associate with, but I probably got a handful of friends that I kind of trust and, you know, talk about what I got going on in my life and shit like that, because I'm very personable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I keep a lot of shit to myself inside. So
out of those handful of friends, you feel that each and every one of those would be there for you emotionally, physically, financially, if you needed that support.
if I needed it, up,
Brother Black.
that's a
That's
fact.
what's up. I kind of co-sign what he's saying as far as really all that, as far as a motherfucker, your friend gonna be on your ass when you fucking up. So you need that type of, a real friend gonna tell you when you fucking up. You don't want no yes man. They're like, oh, it's okay, you're doing all right, buddy, when they being just out here just fucking up. You ain't taking care of your business, you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. Your homie gonna tell you, hey man, you gotta tighten up, pull up. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't telling you that, then that ain't no friend, that's an associate, or, you know what I'm saying, not even that for that matter. I just feel like a lot of people got a bad habit of
They throw that friend word
shit
around
out there,
too
and that's
easily.
just like a bad term to use. Like, it's cool to be to have associates and just leave it at that. Like, you deal with them at a certain extent and just leave it at that. You ain't gotta rock with them on every basis with your family. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm cool.
I appreciate that.
Brother Chef.
You know, I suppose the most important requirement is honesty, you know, with any friendship. You know, I don't necessarily expect a lot out of people other than just that. You know, what you can and can't do it's just that, what you can and can't do, you know. Don't lie about it, don't need to be secretive about it. You know, be honest, and I'll do the same, you know.
Right. Just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all adults, you know what I'm saying? No reason to lie shit. I mean, we're grown men and women.
Right.
If you can't do something, you can't do something.
Right.
Like, you really don't even have to explain yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I just can't do it.
Charles recently told me that one of the main things he appreciated about me, that he already knows what he can and cannot ask me to do.
Okay. And you learned stuff.
Because if I say no, no is no. You know, and I got my boundaries, I got my lines, and you know, and just the same for him too. If he can't do it, he can't do it. So, not to say that, you know, we got all these fuck that, I can do that shit situations, but certainly, you know, we this the honesty between us, that we can trust, you know, one another in just any situation. You know, we know what each other can and can't do. So, and I'm like that with most of my friends. So, and that's, you know.
And maybe that's where people fuck up at, because they don't set those said boundaries, and then that said friend is just bouncing all over their ass and fucking over shit, and you just like, well damn, what the hell is going on? You didn't set no boundaries for their ass. Keep their ass at a distance to where they can't even affect none of that.
And it's okay to be wrong with your friends. It's okay to disagree with your friends, as long as you're honest about that's what's happening. You know? You gotta have good faith arguments. You gotta tell people that, you know, I don't like what you're saying, but I appreciate that you are saying it, you know? So
You want to know one of the, I want to say, top 2 or 3 things that kind of destroys friendships, in my opinion, is what Chefin said, is dishonest, and the second is money.
Right.
When money will show a person who they really are. You know what I'm saying? Especially like one of the homies called.
Honesty can't kill it too if they can't accept it.
No, honesty and money will kill a friendship.
You said dishonesty, right?
Well, yeah, being dishonest.
But I'm saying honesty too.
Well, that's if the person can't take constructive criticism. So I mean, but I'm just saying that those are my top 2. But that could be in there for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Money's a tough one. I'm not sure. You know, I've been saying a lot recently, I'm almost scared to be rich, because there is, And look and hear from a non-rich point of view, at-rich people, these people are fucking crazy, man. They get that little money and lose their shit. Now, for good reason. To a point, I understand, when you have more money and access, perspective, knowledge, people you deal with change.
Biggie said it, more money, more problems.
However, I just don't know. I still wonder if I made $500 million, would I keep $500 million, or would I be like, oh well, let me just go help a bunch of fucking people with all these hundreds of millions of dollars I'm saying? Because every time I look at, especially a black person, and they have hundreds of millions of dollars, and they're not doing something for black people in America, and I don't know, and it sounds wrong to say that, but that's how I feel.
It does sound wrong.
I just feel
I can't knock out you feel.
Right. I don't even know necessarily how to judge. I can't even give you all the whys, but I just feel like historically, black people have had it bad. Can we that's a baseline, right? Mm-hmm. Black people have had a terrible experience in America. We've had some good times.
Can I give some little perspective on this?
So when anybody in the black community makes such exuberant amounts of cash and access and resources, and it seems right, I feel like they are obligated to reach back and do something. And one or two people, a school selling cheap clothes, a YouTube channel with some knowledge on it. That ain't it, man. That ain't it. Cash in hand to the poorest and most.
A lot of the sentiments that you're talking about how some of us, when I say us, those in the community who might make it big and feel obligated to. I mean, that type of stuff has been beat down in your head from like day one. From those before you, when they always say, well, if you make it big, don't forget where you come from. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Take care of the community. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So some of these people feel like they have to do that when they get that type of money. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what type of, outside of that, how many family members they might be taking care of. You know what I'm saying? That they probably don't even want to, but because they have the money and they know that they got it, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, it's shit like that makes me question what is the black community, because you get a ton of success and money, you move out of that community and don't go back to change what it would mean to be in the black community. Is there a black community, or is that some sort of weird title they put on you to make you feel like you're a part of something that isn't really what you think it is?
I think it's a dream and a falsehood that was unjustly bestowed upon us because of the conditions we was in.
Right.
So when you have nothing and then you come up from nothing, I mean, every little thing you get, you cherish.
It seems like it, right?
You're supposed to. And then the small percentages of us who do make money, it's exuberant amount of money.
Don't want to come together to be able to make our own banking system.
A lot of us in the community don't want to come together because they feel like I feel like this person's above me, so I'm not going to support this person, or this person is the person that it is. You know what I'm saying? I talked about this first.
Trajectory. There we go. In their life, I mean, why would you not invest in that if you had that excess cash? But I'm not saying none of us have money to change people's lives.
But hold on, though.
But we all know all the people who do, but they decide not to do that.
But don't they always say, when you make money, get out of the hood?
Right.
So,
but they don't say. But they never say, and don't help other people.
Hold on, that's not what I'm saying. Right? But I'm just saying they putting the stigma in your head when you make a certain amount of money. You get out of the hood, you move out of the neighborhood, you move to a better neighborhood, whether it's the suburbs or whatever the case may be.
You've done something better than everybody else that allowed you to leave, and how dare someone who hasn't done what you did want the same type of access and money that you
And
did.
then the sellout word come in effect.
Because I'm not obligated to give you anything, and you should be working towards bettering yourself.
Exactly.
And I say,
So
I
you
say
should
that
just
with
have
the,
your hand out, go quit
with
your
the
job because my
conflicting
cousin's
ideal-
a billionaire.
Right.
No,
I
didn't
say that with the
I'm about to go work
conflicting
for him.
idea that, you know, no one
Security.
does owe you anything.
I mean, if you go
Right?
work,
Well, I don't think any of
but-
us have the right to stand around and not try to fend for ourselves, achieve our own, get our own. So, you know, so that ideal does conflict with the ideal that look at this person with all this stuff that we could use and not even use, we need, but they don't want to give it to us. I wish,
ain't even rich.
you know, I would like to
I
just
ain't
talk to the
$100.
person, I think, and just like, hey man, can you maybe spread out a little bit of that cash at least for everyone else who's struggling? I would love to do that.
Right.
I would, but I don't, you know, there's something about that money. You know, I say that to say that there's something about that money that once you get it, you don't, most people at least don't feel that kind of obligation. I don't know for sure, but even if it ain't all, most of whatever Shaq does give to charity, I'm sure is an awesome tax write-off every year for him at the same time.
Famous quote.
If
from,
he didn't write it off his taxes, that'd be mind-blowing. If he was like, no, I'm really out here. giving it
Famous
away.
quote from Uncle Elroy. Once I got my money, I was gone.
Right.
Didn't tell nobody.
Right.
I'm a king around here. That's shout out Uncle Elroy.
But
That's how most people think. They get their bread, they get the hell up out of there.
And I don't feel like anybody that you know that comes up off a lick or anything, they done sold this X amount of drugs and they done got their status up. You shouldn't feel obligated that they should be taking care of you at all, point blank, period. You should maybe ask, well, what did you do? How many nights you stay out? Did you go in early a couple nights, or you just you push through?
That's a
like,
fact.
you know what I'm saying? Work extra hours, overtime. You know what I'm saying? You got to work for it. Everybody work for it. YouTubers, everybody they work for it. They kept constantly doing their work, and they worked for that. So I can't be that low tax bracket person like.
But that's
Why you can't give
but
me
that'll show that
$20,000? You're a billionaire. Why I gotta give you something?
that's a fact. That's a true testament
What you trying to do
thought
for
process and work
this
ethic.
money? What you trying to do? You trying to come add to the team, put some work in, or what?
Oh, I'm
Most
just
times
trying
you
to
do that,
start this
they
little
just
business,
Feel
you know what I'm
obligated. I don't gotta do too much. That's my cousin. They the billionaire.
My sister
That's
went
right,
over
this
the
way.
boutique.
So how do we deal with that ideal of, you know, hey, you've got to be able to contribute, you know, we did the work, you got to do the work, some work or whatever, with someone who's homeless and doesn't have any ability to do any work. They're already, whatever decisions led them to that point, whether it's stupid gambling decisions with FanDuel, drugs, or just they're just bad with money. They're just bad with money and they wasted their shit. They end up on the street. You know, economic conditions changed enough where their bad decisions led them to this point. Do we let them stay on the street and potentially die of disease, famine, starvation?
You see, now I got a problem with that.
Now listen,
I got a problem with
let
that.
me finish.
No, I know
Because
what's going
we
on, but
did
go
the
ahead.
work, right? Because they didn't do the work, they don't deserve anything. Is that what we're saying?
I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is I don't go by the pull yourself up by the boots and
Right,
that whole
right. That's a
Republican
fantasy.
that whole
That's a
Republican
fantasy.
shit, right? I don't believe in that. But if you have the ability to stand out on the corner all day with a sign,
You
you
can go get a
Below,
job.
negative
can
below.
use that same type of energy
True.
to go try to get a job.
I can agree with
even,
that, especially when there's an employment shortage.
especially while there's
But-
everybody's
but-
hiring.
I know there's
Also
still some
agree
people that don't have
that
those
the overwhelming
documents.
majority of available jobs right now are not ones that pay livable wages, which in Iowa right now.
Well,
is
wait a
17,
minute.
18
So wait,
bucks
hold
an
on.
hour.
So
You go from
get
living
on
on
Section
you
8.
go from living on the
But not
street to
everybody's
making
gonna
income.
qualify for that.
So you go from having nothing to something. So at least you living.
No, see,
It might not be.
And then I want to know what's the definition of living. Now,
It depends on that
are we
person. We
talking
talked about this already.
surviving? Are
We talked
talking
about this
living?
already.
Okay,
It
so
all
depends on that
to
person.
do that for those people don't want to die out here of disease because I have the money to pave the way. You pave the way. Are we giving them an ultimatum? You want to stay out here, mother humper, or you gonna go in here so I can take care of you? And they go in there
Right.
for
I
the
mean, that's a
night,
great
and then
question.
they leave.
Right.
They dip out. They steal
Well, if
your
we go
your
the
roll
traditional, like, you know, jobs and self-support route, right?
Right.
We want people to do for themselves. Then it's already been proven that if you provide people, especially people who are homeless, shelter and, you know, minimal access to food and basic resources that they, and so I think like the average is like 2 years or something like that. These people do eventually figure out how to get out on their own and support themselves, and they get out of these programs, get away from this particular, you know, from being homeless and whatnot. So, right, there's a couple of ways you could do that. You know, you could, there's also proven studies where you give cash to people in hand. Don't ask them what they're going to use it for or why they need it. And they still 9 times out of 10 use that money to pay for bills, food, the necessities, the shit that their job can take care of. So you could go, in my opinion, either route, a blending of both. You know, figure out who the person is, then go to route. If you got someone maybe who's a little off, maybe they do need cash in hand so they can make some quicker, faster decisions to solve more immediate problems versus someone who just needs some basic training and skills in life where they can make the right decisions. They just need the information to do that.
So we got the undercover boss of the homeless field, and we go ask him.
I'm not undercover boss,
Bro,
but you know, therapy,
say-
social services, all of the homeless person, you know, a part of that process. It's not just, you know, it's not just one guy, you know, talking to
Let's keep it a
saying.
Let's keep it a band real quick. There's a high percentage of those who are considered homeless, and I wish I had the article that I read, has some form of a mental disability. Would you?
I don't. Would you say? I don't know how many, but there's that definitely is more.
I didn't put a percentage on it, but I just said it's a high percentage of that.
And what? Decade after decade.
So it's like how can you really like deal with that? You know
just
what I'm saying?
Like that, bro, just like that. Admit that that's what's actually happening here, and not say that people just are lazy or are deciding not to do.
Are we putting them on medication? Are we? You know what I'm saying? Like
medication, therapy, housing, basic support services that allow people to overcome these basic challenges that people who have access to these things, like, you know, they come from a middle class background, so they've got parents, health insurance, money that allows them to get, you know, health care, mental health services, shit like that, support leading up to them being adults and successful in the world, you know? So, you know, so it's an all around circle. You know, and I'm sure this. I get it. If I had $500 billion, I might be like, this motherfucker crazy. Is he nuts? You know how many people I had to kill to get this money? There ain't no way in hell I'm giving up a dime. Okay. All right, but I would like to think that is not the case. If I made $500 million, I would feel like almost it was an accident, or the mission was to immediately give it right back to the people. I couldn't sit with $500 million. I couldn't do it. What am I doing with the money if I ain't using it?
Living.
That doesn't even sound. You know, you see,
but you have to think about
you ever go to somebody's house and it's just shit. It's just full of shit.
But before we close out, you have to think a lot of people who accumulate masses of money like that, they're not going to be able to spend that in a lifetime. That's why it gets passed down generation to generation. Or you have some that give all their shit away to charity or whatever, like the Bill Gateses that's doing that and whatever.
They ain't doing that.
I'm just, that's what they said on TV.
They made more money than they ever did in their lifetime since they announced they were going to fucking do that in the first place. And Bill Gates is the largest private landowner in the United States today as a direct result of that.
Him and Jeff Bezos.
That's a hoax.
Yeah, I'm just telling you what the man said on TV.
Okay.
Subscribe to the channel.
Also believe everything you see on TV. This is SquadKast TV. This is the truth.
Peace out. Thank you. This fucking guy.
Y'all.
He went on the whole crusade for the homeless, didn't he?
It's not even just about the homeless, man. It's
about
the broke people in general, man.
Us, we are poor people. My take.
We are poor people.
We live in the suburbs. We sellouts, brother. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna finish this live and say that my opinion on a friend is one that's actually a friend that doesn't expect anything from you, and like they all said, that's gonna be there when you need them, and not expecting them to be there when something is troubling or going wrong. Like if you have something going on, I'm not gonna be mad at you because you can't be there or you can't pick up the phone, this, that, and the third. But a friend,
Friend?
it's not hard to be.
Not hard to be.
It is.